Today we'll be discussing topic 3, the Pythagorean Converse. In a previous lesson, we learned that how to determine if something is a triangle. We take the two smallest sides, we add them up, and they must be bigger than the third side. Today we're going to be determining if it is a right triangle. And in order to determine if it's a right triangle, we have to look to see if c squared equals a squared plus b squared holds true. So in this case, we have three sides of a triangle, 12, 16, and 20. 20 is the largest number there, so it would have to be the hypotenuse. So I'm going to plug it into the formula, and 20 squared equals 12 squared plus 16 squared. I don't know that, so that's a question. I'm checking it. So I plug it in, and I'm asking myself, is 400 the same as 144 plus 256? 400 equals 400, so this is a right triangle. Now down below, we've already said that if c squared equals a squared plus b squared, it would be a right triangle. We also have acute and obtuse triangles. In an acute triangle, acute is always less than 90. So if c squared is less than a squared plus b squared, it is an acute triangle. If c squared is greater than a squared plus b squared, then it is an obtuse triangle. Let's look at a couple of examples. In the first example, we see that we have 5 square root of 56 and 9. In order to understand which one would be the largest side, we have to know that the square root of 56 is approximately 7.48, making 9 my largest side. So if I look, I'm going to plug it in to c squared, a squared plus b squared. I'm still trying to figure out which side is bigger, so I just put a question mark there. 9 squared, is that equal, bigger, or less than square root of 56 squared plus 5 squared? Now when I square root of 56, I just get 56. And I can do that in my calculator. And when I add 56 and 25 together, I get 81. Since 81 is equal to 81, this is a right triangle. Looking at the second example, since all of these are under the square root, I can look and say, well, what's the biggest number under the square root? In this case, it's the square root of 6, because 6 is the largest number. So that would have to be my hypotenuse. I'm going to ask myself, which one is bigger, the left side or the right side? So I'm going to plug it in. When I square square roots, they are inverse operations and they cancel each other out. So I just get 6, 4 plus 5. I have to figure out if it's equal, less than, or greater than. 4 plus 5 is 9, and 6 is less than 9, which makes this an acute triangle. Finally, I have 7, 2, and 8. Looking at that, 8 is my largest number there. So I'm going to ask myself the same question. I'm going to plug the 8 in for the largest number, or my c, find those square numbers, add them together, and I can see that 64 is greater than 53, making it an obtuse triangle.